I'm Andre Faust. I'm from down Lower St. Mary's Way, down the floodplain. Probably in the next couple of months I'll be sleeping in my boat. Guess this is more of a commentary than a question. Before I left here, I looked at the Daily Gleaner.
Irving paper.
A headline.
Irving paper.
Play what this town hall was going to be. And I don't know, I study behavior, I study stakeholders. Yes, you got the article right there, so I'm not having delusions or illusions or anything like that. Some of the government people say that I'm, a little delusional. But, this, one of the biggest problems that we have is as soon as that we try to set credibility up, they do the opposite to destroy the credibility. And that's part of the way that they're convincing New Brunswickers who, maybe because of work, that they have to wake up and go to work, go back home, they don't have the time to process all this information.
Propaganda.
Well, that's what it is. It's called propaganda. And, a great fellow by the name of Edward Bernays, Freud's nephew, developed that. But before I get to my main point, I've got to commend everyone over the years has spent the thousands and thousands of hours to collect this empirical information to present and educate the public. You've done an excellent job in compiling this information. Now, just to finish up on what the government is doing is trying to create the illusions of bringing people back for work and so on. And that's all it is an illusion. Remember, New Brunswick's 750,000 people. From the government's point, it doesn't matter if it's a New Brunswicker or it's a foreign worker. As we know, there is the foreign workers policy. Like, personally, I don't mind if a foreign worker is working here in New Brunswick, as long as they get paid the same rate as the next person beside. But that's not how it works, because the federal government gives a 15% discount. So basically they can pay the foreign worker 15% cheaper than the local. I spoke with a chap on, Talk of the Province, and I was really disappointed in the answer that he gave me when I had addressed this problem of foreign workers. He basically said that, well, New Brunswickers are lazy. They don't have any work ethics. The Philippines have work ethics. So how in the hell is New Brunswickers going to get jobs? I like that countdown. I'm going to finish up, but really, with all this here, what we have to do is break the illusion that the government is creating. Thank you.
You got 10 seconds. 9.
Real quick. This is not science. This is just anecdotal. But with bringing the boys home like that, at virtually every meeting, every presentation we've given, after the crowd sort of die out, there's always at least one, sometimes several, people who come up to the table afterwards, very quietly, don't want people to know what they do. They say, look, I work out west in Alberta and BC. I'm really grateful that I have a job out there. Don't get me wrong, but the last thing in the world I want to do is have that work here in New Brunswick. I plan to leave there as soon as I can and come home here to where it's a nice place to live.